on anything right now. I haven't been really working on a diet at the moment.
And so what does that mean as far as your eating goes right now? What does it look like? How much are you know, what's your ritual, or what's your...
My ritual.
I need to take a real quick break here.
My ritual in my eating is like my ritual in my life. I have no ritual. There is, you know, I eat when I just eat when I feel like it. Or I eat when I don't feel like it sometimes. I just, you know, I'll work. If I don't feel like working, then I'll eat, you know. I mean, I don't have an exact ritual. I eat more at night than I should. I mean, my night eating is probably worse than anything else, because at night I'm finished with the day and I'm relaxing and I have time, and then I just don't think, and I overindulge and do what I know is the worst thing I can do, which is sit in front of the TV and eat, because it's completely unconscious. Most of my eating is unconscious. When I'm conscious, when I really am conscious with food, then you know, then I don't eat as much.
And when you're saying, like, what do you eat? What is it that you eat? What did you eat last night in front of the TV, for example?
I had 2 pieces of pizza. I had a bowl of ice cream. I had 6 little candies. I think that's all.
And so is it more about, is it less about sort of amount and more about quality of the, you know, is it that you're eating things that are bad for you as opposed to massive amounts of things?
It's quality and quantity. I mean, I don't eat as much as I used to eat, but I still eat a lot more than I should, and it's easier to eat pizza than it is to make a big salad, you know.
Right.
So I know I know what I'm supposed to do. It's just I find it difficult to continuously pay attention to it and to stay on that track. I mean, my whole goal in life would be to just naturally in my life just want to put healthy foods in my body, not really care about what it was that I ate. I mean, it's like Kurt said, you know, eat to live, you know, and really just want to put healthy things in my body to live a naturally healthy life, because I just want to be healthy in my life. I want to be healthy, and of course I do want to be thin. I really do. I mean, I'd love to be thin, but I like to be thin without having to always work on the next diet. I mean, does that make any sense?
Absolutely. It really does.
I mean, that's what I want in my life. I just want to deal with the issues behind it, so that when I go out, I mean, I watch thin people. I love to watch people. I studied hypnosis for a year, many years ago, and I was into energy healing. I got into all that stuff, and I really like watch people. And I have a friend who's an actress in LA, and she wears a size 0, and food's never been an issue in her life, but naturally she gets up in the morning and she runs. She would never ever think of sitting down and eating a big meal in front of the TV. I mean, she even told me her mother called her and she said, "Mom, I need to hang up the phone because I'm eating my dinner and I want to pay attention to it." And you know, and she just naturally will buy organic and make salads, and you know, and it's not even something she thinks about. And when I watch people like that, I go, gosh, that's what I want to be. That's what I want. I want to, you know, because to have to focus so much on my next diet or what I'm going to do food-wise for this or that, it's time consuming. And then when I give it up, it's just like I lose 5 pounds to gain 10. I mean, in every diet I get ready for, I gain 5 pounds on, you know? And then Monday comes, and then Monday's done, and all of a sudden Tuesday's, well, what's the next one? Because I screwed up on this one, you know? And how much thought, I know that you're talking to a lot of people that, you know, and interviewing a lot of people, but the thing is how much thought do we give to our next diet, or what we're eating, or how we're eating it, instead of like, what's the issue behind it, and how can I just really learn to just want to love myself and take care of myself and be healthy and fit, so that I grow old gracefully, so that I don't have the diabetes and the high blood pressure and all the illnesses that come with eating the crap that I'm putting in my body right now.
Right.
But I have to tell you, it's very tiring dealing, you know, going on the next diet and then not having the result quick, you know, but if I could not focus on the result all the time and just focus on a healthier lifestyle and just being healthy for the rest of my life, then the weight would just come off, and I would be healthy, and I would be fit, and I would feel good.
That makes a lot of sense. Did Kurt come back?
Yes.
Okay, I have a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
I'd like you to answer for me what your hope is for Lynn.
That she would be where she would like to be, where she would be comfortable with herself, and doing that with changing her mindset. So like she said, with her friend, that she just kind of is more conscious of what she's eating, and wanting that healthier lifestyle. I mean, that would mainly for her to be healthy. I mean, I look at, like she says, looking at her mom, and I don't want her to go that way. My mother died at 62 when she had a cold or the flu or something. She was borderline diabetic, and my mother never went to the doctor. She hated doctors. And we'd say, Mom, you got a really bad cough. You should go see the doctor. Why? They'll just tell me to quit smoking and lose weight. And it's like, okay, fine. Well, she had had the flu, wasn't eating, and discovered that she could keep down Gatorade, and the amount of sugar and everything in Gatorade, she went into a diabetic coma, and had seizures behind it and all this kind of stuff. And my mother died, like I say, at 62. My dad is 90. He'll be 91 in February. And Dad is still pretty darn healthy. He's getting a little frail, but he has had a phenomenal life. And that's what I would want for both of us, that, you know, we would be able to do more and go places and do things in our 70s and 80s. I mean, 10 years ago, my dad sold his 45, 50-foot motorhome. He used to travel a lot. And, you know, it's just, I look at what our lifestyle could be, and I think that I want to share my life with this woman for a long time. I want us both to be healthy. And like I said, if the food, the lousy food is in the house, the ice cream, the candy, you know, if it's a choice between an apple and a candy bar, if it's there, unfortunately, I'm compulsive in that respect too. I'll take the candy bar. You know, it gives you that sugar rush. It tastes better than an apple. If it's only a choice between an apple and a banana, you know, that's a healthier choice, and that would be the way I go. But throw in the candy bar, and I'll probably take the candy bar. So
can I ask what your weight is?
Me, I just 200 pounds. But
and is that what you sort of have always been, or do you fluctuate? Or?
I struggled from when I hit 225. It was like, okay, this is ridiculous. You know, it was hard to move, but I was on a lot of medication because of my heart and all that stuff. I've had heart issues for 15 years. And so I've been on a lot of medication that slows down the metabolism, because I would go into fibrillation with the heart. So everything I was taking was to slow down my metabolism. When Lynn and I first got together, I had worked very hard for a living. I was a lineman for the phone company for 25 years. Then I started doing the handyman stuff. So I was always physically fit because I didn't have to exercise. I worked hard for a living. I weighed 185 pounds. I wore a 32 waist in Levi's. All my weight was in my back and my shoulders and my chest and my arms. You know, skinny legs, but very strong. I went up to 225. And that's when I finally said, you know what, I would work on it, I'd get down to 215, 210, and then I would just break that 210 drop, and I would be back up to 215. And it would be, I would give myself permission, okay, you're below 210, so I would give myself permission to go ahead and start eating crap again. And that would put me right back up to 215, so I was in that fluctuation period. I had my surgery in June. I went down to 200 pounds. Since then, I've fluctuated between 200 and 208. This morning I got on the scale and it was 200. So do I have more that I need to get rid of? Maybe not so much the weight, but I would like to redistribute what's there. You know, I've got a little bit of a pot belly, I've got the love handles, and it does me no good. So would I like to change that, physical aspects of myself? Yes. And I think with our move and everything else, I get busy, I just forget to eat. I just don't think about it. And so, you know, it's like I skip a meal here and there. I might skip, you know, a couple of meals, and it's like 8:30 at night, and it's like, God, I'm hungry. What did I have today? Oh, I had toast and peanut butter this morning for breakfast, and I haven't eaten since. So for me, I just, you know, I don't think about it. If I completely stop eating through a window, you know, a drive-through or fast food or any of that stuff, then I can easily maintain my weight. But like Lynn said, it's convenient, it's easy, it's quick. Drive through, grab a burger, keep driving, and you know, I mean, and again, conscious choices. If I'm getting a burger at you know, some, you know, drive-through, 9 out of 10 times I won't bother with the fries, because that's just more oil and fat and all that stuff, so I don't need that. So even at that point, I'm still making better choices. I don't drink soda anymore. I used to think, geez, you know, Lynn was always at, drink water, drink more water, quit, give up your sodas. And for me, it was a financial thing. Why would I want to spend $1.25 for a water, which is free anywhere you get it, when I can spend, you know, maybe another quarter and get a 2-liter bottle of Coke? You know, so I used to be really bad about that. She convinced me to start drinking more water. I do that now. Very seldom do I have a soda, and when I do have a soda, I get a very small one, and 9 out of 10 times, I don't get I very seldom get a refill, and most of the time, it's just I drink part of what's there, and it's like, oh wow, this just set me off. So I, you know, am conscious of what goes in. So to answer your question right now, I'm at 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's all very helpful. You know, we are looking for different, you can actually turn the camera off now, and I'll just talk to you a little bit off camera. And do you guys know how to upload that?